guys. So, we have a problem. Basically, you know how I've changed my profile picture, all that, but that's not the problem. So I am the same account as the regular Shitty Mike's podcast, but we have a different problem. There has been some accusations that I've leaked someone's IP address. Now, I don't know if you've heard of them. Those accusations, which I did leak my friend's IP address to my other friends as a joke. They said they already found his IP address. But listen to me. It was as a joke. So listen to me. What they're going to do is, because I'm making this video, is they're going to try and leak my IP address. And there's some false information that they said they found my IP address. And I quote, they said, let's see what they said. Let me go to my Discord and look at it, because this is way too much for me. Alright, so, let's see. Let me see if I can find the messages, and if I do, I will keep you updated in this one video. Alright, let me see if I can find it. If I can go all the way back up, because they're looking at everybody's address. Alright, yeah. Yeah, that's not your address, but this is. So they found a fake IP. They made me a fake IP. And a long time ago, I texted one of my friends my address. And he said this, yeah, that's not your address. And I quote this, yeah, that's not your address, but this is. 11, my address right there. And he said I lived in a fucking duplex. And I said, dude, who asked you? That was a long time ago when I texted you that. And then his cousin sent a picture of my house. And then I said, oh my fucking god, stop. And then he said, when you start insulting my cousin, I ain't gonna stop laughing my ass off. Nah, look at all of my texts. He found my IP. The fuck? You got a fake doxer in here, so nah. Who? Meow, I said. Who? Meow NH1. He can try to dox me, but he won't get far because my shit's blacklisted. It ain't on any IP pool. So my friend, to get him to try and not leak their address and IP, he said that he was gonna dox them. And yeah. And I said, he's not my problem. And she said, yeah, and my booter, basically like an IP doxer or whatever, has shit running on Roblox that gets your login. I don't know how he does that, but he does. Threatening me. He says that threatening me. Okay, and I say, okay. And then he says, Nemesis Prime, he's gonna leave my friend alone. Okay. Well, not really. He's not going to leave my friend alone. It's the friend that said, when you start insulting my cousin, I ain't going to stop them all. He's leaving him alone. I said, okay, ... And I tried calling, and I said, and then, no, not me, and Nemesis Prime, which I don't care. You can friend him. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Basically, the guy that said, I'm just going to call the guy that said, when you start insulting my cousin, I ain't going to stop them all. I'm gonna call him, Bob. I'm just gonna call him Bob for now on. Basically, Bob and his cousin, Bob's cousin said, I'm at school when I tried to text him, call him. And he said, I said, the fuck you texting at school for? And he said, 'cause I can. And then I said, bet, I'm about to say some. He has a phone trying to get him to stop leaking our IP. And I started spam calling. And then, not to mention, he leaks my fucking friend's fucking IP address. No, coordinates, actually, not IP address. His name is Gray Motter. He fucking leaks that shit. And I'm gonna get him on the call right now. Just wait, he might not answer. Yo, dude, I'm making a video addressing the thing about how everybody tried to leak ads.
No, I'm not.
Okay, wait, listen to me. I'm making a video addressing how people tried to leak our addresses and stuff, so we can get them, like, basically so this all stops. Because I have a bit of controversy, because one of my friends, I'm losing subscribers very quick. One of my friends, literally, basically, you know Waylon, who I'm gonna call Bob in this video? You know him?
Yeah.
He tried to leak my address, but don't say anything, like, just say chords. Like, don't say chords or addresses or IP addresses. Alright? Don't say any of that shit. But just go into the server where he did that. And, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna read from here. How did you feel when Waylon, aka Bob in this story, said, not to mention, and then he sent your chords? Like your, yeah. How did you feel when that happened? How did you feel when that happened?
Not that much, very scared.
Did you feel mad when that happened?
Nah, I looked up. Do you know who? I found out somebody sent it.
Well,
I'm not going to say their name.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to say his name, Waylon. So, now Bob is going to
No, wait. It wasn't Waylon. It was Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan, who's that? Oh, you mean, Jackson?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. By the way, then they got into a fucking fight, right? And then we got into an all fucking fight, and basically what happens is all this happened, and then, okay, so Gray Motter, the person I'm talking to right now, Bob's cousin, who for now I'm gonna call Waylon, Waylon's cousin, said at Gray Motter, the person I'm talking to, a fake fucking address, or not address, IP address, and, you wanna say shit, or fit to stay quiet, that's what he said. And then Gray Mother said, bro, who the hell are you? What's your, and then he tried calling, and then he said, what's your Discord ID? And then I responded thinking he was talking to me. And he said, not you, at Nemesis Prime. The hell you just sent me? And then IP, you said you could kick my ass, he said. Nemesis Prime said, which is just Waylon's cousin, aka Bob. Anyway, then Gray Motter, the person I'm talking to, said, bro, that's not my IP. I don't ever talk to you. And then Nemesis Prime, aka Waylon's cousin, or Bob's cousin, said at Bob, aka Waylon, told me everything. And then Gray Motter said, yeah, with a hammer, but that's my IP. It wasn't. I was just, I thought it was at the time, but then I looked at my IP locator thing, where I pasted in the IP, and it said that's not a valid IP address. Anyway, pull up, and then he said pull up, and he said not mines, and then Gray Motter said not mines, the person I'm talking to. Then Nemesis Prime said, address, which that is not Gray Motter's nor mine, and yeah. And they said, that's my addy. And then Nemesis Prime, aka, I'm just gonna call him Nemesis Prime, but it's, you know whose cousin. Anyway, and then he said, that's my addy, pulled up. So that was his address. And then I said, that's mine, dumbass, stop. That's what I said. And then Nemesis Prime said, nah, it ain't. And then Gray Motter said, I told you. And then Nemesis Prime said, it ain't. And then I said, it's mine, dummy. And then he said, proof that I live in a state. And then Gray Motter said, bro, that's in my state. And then he lives in a state in the USA. Right? Gray Motter, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, see? And then I started trying to do a call, and then Nemesis Prime said nah, and then Grey Matter, the person I'm talking to, said bro, answer. Nemesis Prime said I'm not home, skull emoji, and then Grey Matter said I saw you decline it. Nemesis, by the way, Grey Matter is the person I'm talking to right now. Anyway, Nemesis Prime sent a picture outside of his car window. And then Grey Matter, the person I'm talking to, said, so you have a phone. You need proof or not, I said, for the IP. They said, Grey Matter said, then answer to the phone thing. And then Nemesis Prime said, no shit, Sherlock. Oh, no, don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Alright.
So you have a phone. Alright, so.
That shit good.
Hold on, wait. No, I'm speaking. Nemesis Prime said, no shit, Sherlock. Now I'm in a truck going to see the Northern Lights. Alright. And then Nemesis Prime said, tard. Then I replied to him, saying, nah, I'm in a truck going to see the Northern Lights. Need proof? Okay, I'll send in chat, I said. I replied to that. Now I'm in the truck going to see the Northern Lights. And then I sent proof, but then I realized the proof was fucked up. Anyway, Nemesis Prime said, there's no fucking way I guessed your IP. And I said, it's true, trying to throw him off track. Because that's when I realized. And then Nemesis Prime sent, not the same IP address as that. I said, little bro, that's fake. That's what I said. And then Grey Matter said, ha 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 ha. The person I'm talking to said, ha 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 ha. And then Nemesis Prime said, I replied to Nemesis Prime saying, there is no fucking way I guessed your IP. And then I said, replying to that, I said, not real. And then Grey Matter said, I sent man the wrong IP, aka Waylon, aka Bob. Anyway, Nemesis Prime said bet, sending a picture of a brawl with the caption "Best Controller," and it was a brawl. Remember that? It's a literal ladies' brawl. What that had like the. All you need to know is it was a ladies' brawl. Anyway, Grey Matter said, the person I'm talking to said, nah, the fuck is that? And Nemesis Prime said, a brawl. And I replied to that picture saying, what does this do to the story? And then Nemesis Prime said, what holds a woman's tits up? And then Nemesis Prime, replying to me, said, nothing. And then Grey Matter said, you fucking weird. Nemesis Prime, I replied to Nemesis Prime saying, dude, why the fuck? And Nemesis Prime said, how? You wanted to know what it was? And then Grey Matter said, why are you asking that? And Nemesis Prime said, cause it's not, it's not. I've seen worse shit than that. Then Grey Matter said, I'm 11. Yeah. Nemesis Prime said, Waylon, aka Bob, has seen it. Grey Matter said, the person I'm talking to, said, and shitting my podcast, bruh. Nemesis Prime, man has sent me worse. 0511. It's a picture of okay. It's an MP4, and I'll
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
And it was a picture of Ronnie McNutt. And then I replied to that saying, he sent me Ronnie McNutt too. Anyway, then, Nemesis Prime sent a picture of Sonic saying, yeah, I smoke weed. And then he, said meth too. Imagine being, and then Meow1H1, a new person in this story, said, imagine being a fake doxer. That's fucking wild. I doxed 50 people. Ha ha ha. Bro can't dox, little bro. And then Nemesis Prime sent a official P-Hub link. Anyway, and then Nemesis Prime said, and I got a blacklisted IP. Alright. And then Grey Matter said, ha 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 ha. And then Meow1H1 said, Pornhub, good job. You are now fatherless. Nemesis Prime sent a skull emoji. And then Meow1H1 sent a address. And then Nemesis Prime said, not my Addy. And then Meow1H1 said, 1 sec. Greymatter said, why you lying? Nemesis Prime said, that's in Britain. Meow1H1
God
said,
damn, bro, you studied your little motherfucking life away.
yeah, I know. And then Meow1H1 said, let me pull my IPs. And then he sent an IP. And then Nemesis Prime said, wrong. Meow1H1 pulled a different IP. And then Nemesis Prime said, my shit's blacklisted. Meow1H1 said, no, it's not your IP. Nemesis Prime said, you can't get it. It's different people's IP. Meow1H1 said. Nemesis Prime said, and who did you buy?
Nikolai. Hold on. Let me clear something up. So I was actually in the call with Meow1H1. I was actually in a call with him. We were both laughing hysterically when he posted a random person's IP.
Yeah, was it a real IP though?
Yes.
It was a real IP,
Wait.
okay.
No. Let me tell y'all something crazy.
Okay.
31 people tried to get into his Roblox account, so he doxed them.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. You can't get this. Anyway, then, okay, so Meow1H1 said it's different people's IP, and then Nemesis Prime said, and who did you buy your panel from? What? Meow1H1 said. Greymatter said, what does that have to do with anything? Nemesis Prime said, exactly. Meow1H1 said, bro, Roblox gives me the IPs. Nemesis Prime said, a panel is what you pull IPs from.
Motherfucker.
Anyway, Meow1H1 said, I have an angry IP scanner, Nemesis Prime said, and hit people offline. Replying to himself saying a panel is what you pull IPs from. Meow1H1 said, first of all, why would I buy a GD panel for doxing? Nemesis Prime said, because you can take their internet off. Meow1H1 said, why would I take their internet off, huh? Nemesis Prime said, to be a dick and a booster. Basically just a doxer. Anyway, Meow1H1 said, I don't want to be a booster, the fuck? Nemesis Prime said, and your IP scanner is shit. Meow1H1 said, why is it in this drama? Nemesis Prime said, because it is. Meow1H1 said, finish please. And Nemesis Prime said, finish what? Meow1H1 said, my BBC. Still pretty funny. Nemesis Prime said, and Greymatter doesn't even play G-Tag. Greymatter is the person I'm talking to. So for now on, I'm just going to call him Greymatter, okay? You guys have to remember that. Otherwise, the story will not make sense at fucking all. Nemesis Prime said, you do that to me. Wait, no, he... basically... Okay, so Nemesis Prime replied to Meow1H1 saying Meow1H1 saying my BBC, and Mrs. Prime said to that, you do that to me. That's why your profile picture was remember, Has Been Hotel. And then Meow1H1 said, why does that matter? Bro can't even spell Has Been Hotel. That's crazy. Anyway. Mrs. Prime said,
Nikolai,
hey, what? What happened?
why'd you start this? First of all, why'd you start this?
Why'd I start this? Because I'm in a lot of drama, that's why.
You started it by accident, and I continued it.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so, hold on. What does that matter? Okay, bro can't even spell, Meow1H1 said, bro can't even spell Has Been Hotel. That's crazy. Then Mrs. Prime said, anyways, if you're gonna try and dox me, go ahead. Meow1H1 said, I'm not gonna dox you. What? Then Nemesis Prime replied to Meow1H1 saying, bro can't spell has been hotel, that's crazy. And Nemesis Prime said, because I don't watch the shit. And then Nemesis Prime replied to him, and Nemesis Prime replied to Meow1H1 saying, I'm not going to dox you, what? And then Nemesis Prime said, that's what you said, school emoji. Meow1H1 said, I know you're fucking lying. No, when did I say that? Nemesis Prime replied to Meow1H1 saying, let me pull my IPs. And Nemesis Prime said, period. Broski. And then Meow1H1 said, broski, I'm doxing you. And then Nemesis Prime said, true, try. Meow1H1 said, I said, let me pull my, Meow1H1 said, he said, let me pull my IPs, right? I meant, let me pull different IPs. Meow1H1, he replied to, Nemesis Prime replied to Meow1H1 saying, broski, I'm doxing you. And Nemesis Prime replying to that said, just said it. Meow1H1 said, I'm losing brain cells. And Nemesis Prime said, good. Meow1H1 said, bro can't take a joke? That's crazy. Nemesis Prime said, nah, because I screenshotted it.
Wait. A little heads up.
What?
You can't be on the computer all night long.
Okay, I'm doing something. I'm making a video addressing something. Look this way.
Okay.
So, and then Meow1H1 said, Meow1H1 said, I'm losing brain cells. Nemesis Prime said, good. Meow1H1 said, bro can't take a joke? That's crazy. And Mrs. Prime said, nah, because I screenshotted it and sent it to my booster. Again, a doxer. Meow1H1 said, you mean, Prosite? Bro's so mad he sent a fake booster to my messages. Mrs. Prime sent a picture of his booster, which I will put on probably at the end of the video. And I'll say, here's all the pictures, and then I'll put it at the end of the video. Alright? And I'll send all the pictures. Anyway, if it's not showing a location, anyway. Meow1H1 said, bro, that's a Discord server. And Nemesis Prime said, alright, that it is right. Alright, it is right. All that is right. Anyway. No, Meow1H1 said. That's not even my IP, you dumbass. Nemesis Prime said, I know. Meow1H1 said, bro can't dox for shit. And so forth. Basically, they just kept on fighting. And I'll do a little bit more to summarize it. Nemesis Prime said, never said it was yours. Meow1H1 said, I know you're fucking lying when you said that you know. Nemesis Prime said, you said he was a fake booster, so I sent that. Last one. No, not the last one in the text messages, but this is the last one I'm gonna read, because I'm literally reading my fucking heart out. Meow1H1 said, bro, that's a doxer, not a booster. Nemesis Prime sent a skull emoji. Meow1H1 said, bro, they are a different thing. What? Nemesis Prime said, at man knows him. Wait, hold on, no, there's literally almost, there's a little more. Anyway, man being Bob, aka Waylon. Meow1H1 said, okay, I don't care. And then Nemesis Prime said, he knows he's a booster. Meow1H1 said, it's a doxer, not a booster, you scallywag. Nemesis Prime said, it has 40 terabyte panel that will destroy your Xbox. Meow1H1 said, what type of Xbox? Nemesis Prime said, any. Meow1H1 said, again, which one? What type of Xbox? Nemesis Prime said, any of them. Which one? Nemesis Prime said, which one? What Xbox do I have? Nemesis Prime said, you are a tard, aren't you? I never said he would do it to you. He doesn't even know you exist. Meow1H1 said, you make my brain cells quit their job. Nemesis Prime said, good, I got school in the morning, so I'm gonna go to bed. See you, tards. And then he sent a few GIFs. One being autistic man rolling on the floor. And another one that captions Autobots busted down, and yeah. And then it's just a bunch of Autobots Rollerbots or whatever their name is, like Transformer gifs that look inappropriate, but they're not.
Autobots, shit yourselves.
Basically, yeah, that's one of them that they sent. Nemesis Prime, the last message I'm gonna read is this. Oh no, it's not. Because now there's Waylon back texting. So this is what I'm gonna do. Nemesis Prime said at Meow1H1, you can try and dox me, but you ain't gonna get far. Then Waylon said, replied to me saying, "That's my dumbass." And then Waylon said, "Yeah, that's not your addy, but this is," sending my actual address, and then saying, "You live in a fucking duplex." Dude, that was a long ago text. I think I already read this part. Yeah. It fucking leaks everything, like I said. I think it's just looping. Yeah. And here's the part where, okay, this is almost the end of the video, but here is the part where, basically, I leak on one of my friend's addresses. He says, and then it's the next day, I think, like 2 days, actually. Anyway. Basically, I called the group chat, and Waylon answered, and right then, I think we had a truce right there. And by the way, what happened is we were just joking back and forth. Then eventually he said, do you know Mitchell's IP, which is one of my friends? And I said, yeah. And I was like, listen, stop making sounds, please. Anyway, basically what happened is I ended up sending it without me having any brain cells, because he literally, like, tricked me. Now this video is getting to literally half an hour. I'm 27 minutes in, but
Badass, what?
yeah, I'm 27 minutes into this fucking video.
God fucking damn, bro, you're a loud talker.
Yes, I am a loud talker. Anyway,
this is why we're good friends.
Yeah. Anyway, here's the pictures where here's one of the pictures, and yeah, I'll put more. There's probably gonna be more than one picture, but yeah. Yeah, this is the end of me talking, and I'll just put the pictures that he sent. Alright, so I forgot to mention this too, but I'm also going to be putting the videos too.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Keep in mind, that is not my outro. Again, that is not my outro. That is one of the videos. I am not a bad person. Remember, that is not my outro. That is just one of the videos that he sent. And yeah, that's all the things that he sent. So yeah, basically, what's happening is, to summarize all of this up, is he tried to. Okay, so I don't know if you know his channel, but Waylon's channel, aka Bob in this story, it tried to get all of my subscribers to unsubscribe, which is working very rapidly. And a quick summarize is basically just, don't listen to him. I'm not a bad person. He's the bad person here. He's trying to dox me. He's trying to do all this other shit. So bye. Alright, so I forgot to read this one part, but it's what I don't need to address anything about this part other than they threatened to send a sandbag to my friend's house because they found his address. They threatened to put 20,000 pounds of sand in his house. But yeah, so I'm gonna put that picture on right now, the screen right now.